Good morning, students. Today we are going to start your 5th chapter. I got the telephone call. Take out your books and let's start the reading and explanation of this chapter. I got the telephone. Sammy, what's that? It's my great-grandpa's telephone. Long ago, people used this type of telephone to communicate with one another. Okay, Sammy, did you know that Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone? Yes, I know that Mike. Did you know that Krishna got a very important message through the telephone? Because of this, he was able to help his family and the people of his village. No, Sammy, I did not know that. Who is Krishna? Let's read about Krishna together. Now we are going to start your chapter. Once upon a time, a boy from a poor family lived in a small village in the middle of the countryside. The boy was an only son. His name was Krishna. His father worked tirelessly from morning until night to earn enough money to educate him. As the year passed, the health of Krishna's father deteriorated. That means it declined. While he struggled to make ends meet, his father was a farmer and he worked a lot to earn money for Krishna's education. Krishna was an intelligent boy, considered by his teachers to be the best student not only in the school but also in the entire village. Krishna was a best student of entire village. Because of his father's failing health, Krishna helped his father on the farms after school every afternoon and then studied late into the night to make sure that he did not fall behind in his schoolwork. He wanted to make something for himself. However, fulfilling the expectations of everyone in his family and in the village weighed heavily upon him. He was burdened with the responsibility of family as well as his own village. He did not want to let them down, and he also did not wanted to let them down. All the villagers expected a lot from Krishna. After his final exams, he applied for the government job in Delhi. Now Krishna was a young person and he applied for the government job in the Delhi. Everyone in the village was delighted and proud when Krishna got news that he had been selected for an interview for the job. On the morning of the interview, Krishna and the principal of the only school in the village made the long journey to Delhi. The interview went well, and afterwards, officials from the department told Krishna that he would be notified about the result later by telephone. In those days, the telephone was a luxury. Everyone was not having telephone, and it was too costly to afford the telephone in their particular houses. There was only one telephone in the entire village, and it was at the post office. They have only one telephone, which was in the post office. How did the interview go? Krishna, the principal, asked him as soon as the official went back into his office. I think it went well, Krishna answered. He could answer all the questions. And he also told principal that he had answered all the questions asked by the official. But then I am sure that other candidates for the job could too. He was also sure that all the candidates, those who have appeared for the job, might have answered all these questions like he did. They said that they would let me know the result next week. He replied in the low voice. Don't worry, Krishna, you will be selected. Principal motivated him that don't be worried. He will get the job and he will be selected. I have every confidence in you. He also motivated him that he is full of confidence that Krishna will get this job. The principal replied with a reassuring smile. Krishna looked worried. My father and everyone in the village expects me to get the job. People in the village will be inquiring about the result. What will I tell them? He replied with a tense look. Krishna was tense that his father, mother, and everyone in the village will ask about the result. What is the result of this interview? Don't worry, Krishna, I am sure you will get the job. The principal replied. They started on the long journey back to the village. It was evening by the time they got there. Krishna's father rushed out to meet them, an eager look on his face. Did you get the job, Krishna? He asked with a childlike eyes. Now, Krishna's father asked Krishna that did you get the job? My interview went well, but I don't know whether or not I have got the job. He was not sure that he has been appointed as a government official or not, just because his result was still awaited till next week. The government official said that they will telephone the post office with the result in a week. Krishna said, a knot in his stomach at the sight of the father's expectant face. Don't worry, Krishna, everything will be fine. Now have a rest, his father said. You must be exhausted after that long journey to and from Delhi. His father was slightly worried about Krishna. He said to Krishna to have some rest and eat something, just because he was exhausted with the long journey. I will rest later, Dad. I have to go to the post office to tell Uncle Puneet about the telephone call that I am expecting, Krishna said. Leaving the house, Krishna went directly to the post office to tell the postmaster about the call he was awaiting. Good evening, Uncle. How are you? He asked Uncle Puneet, who was sitting behind the desk. Now, Krishna went directly to the post office just because the telephone was only present in the post office. I am good, Krishna. How was your interview? Uncle Puneet, the postmaster, also knows about the Krishna's interview. Uncle Puneet asked him, taking off his glasses and looking intently at him. It was good, Uncle. I need a favor from you. He wanted a favor from Uncle Puneet, who was a postmaster. You have worked so hard for this job. The government official will let me know the result about a week by the telephone. He informed Uncle Puneet, the postmaster, about the telephone call he was expecting after a week. So, could you let me know as soon as you get the telephone call, Uncle? Krishna said. Now he informed Uncle Puneet that he is expecting a call from the government official next week, and could he inform him about this call? Of course, Krishna, said Uncle Puneet. You have worked so hard for this job. You deserve to get it. He was also confident that Krishna has worked a lot for the job. He has worked a lot for the job, so he should get the job. That night, Krishna couldn't sleep. He tossed and turned to the entire night as a madriad. Just as some thoughts were racing through his mind. He felt a huge burden of responsibilities on his shoulders. His father had worked hard to educate him, and now he hoped he would be able to pay his father back. As the first light of dawn filtered through the curtains, he was still awake. So he got up and went to the farms. An hour later, his father arrived. They worked together for a while in a companionable silence. Then Krishna said, Dad, I am going to the post office. His father looked at him. Why are you going to the post office, Krishna? His father asked him in a puzzled voice. You said yesterday that it would be a week before they let you know about the result. Dad, they might call today. I will quickly inquire at the post office. I'll be back shortly, he replied. He was eager to know the result and quietly and impatiently waiting for the call. Then he got to the post office. Uncle Puneet was surprised to see him. Is everything all right, Krishna? He said. He asked. Good morning, Uncle Puneet. Was there any call for me? Krishna asked. Krishna, I thought you said that it would be a week before you expected to hear anything. Uncle Puneet replied in amazement. Now Krishna was eager to know about the result, so he addressed Uncle Puneet that whether any call was was for him. But Uncle Puneet was amazed to know that he had came here to ask for the call today only. Yes, Uncle Puneet, Krishna replied. I just thought that they might have decided on the suitable applicant a little later. I was hoping that they might have been in touch. Every day that week, Krishna went to the police office and asked Uncle Puneet the same question. Every day he got the same reply. With each day that passed, Krishna became more dejected. His parents started to worry about him. The school principal advised him to apply at some private companies for a job. So he started filing an application forms. He was still optimistic that telephone call from Delhi might come. However, after a few weeks, then he received no news. That glimmer of hope disappeared too. Krishna stopped going to the post office. He could not bear to see the look of pity in Uncle Puneet's eyes or the same shake of his head each time he asked him if the telephone call had come. Now he was disappointed that a week has passed. Just as the day was passing through, he was worried about his job and he started filing some applications in the private companies also. Almost 1.5 months later, after 1.5 months, Krishna was working with his father in the field. Suddenly, someone shouted his name. Krishna looked up to see a man running towards him. He saw a man running towards him. Krishna, there is a telephone call for you. Uncle Puneet asked me to tell you immediately, the man panted. Who's looking for me, Uncle Bhola? Krishna replied, showing little interest. I don't know, the messenger replied, grasping for breath. But he will call back in half an hour. Come with me quickly, Krishna went with the Uncle Bolu to the post office. He was feeling exhausted after the arduous work in the field. The quick spring to the post office. He sat on the bench and waited. It was almost 15 minutes before the call came. Krishna, this is Mr. Seth, the voice said. I'm pleased to inform you that you have been selected for the post of assistant engineer in an esteemed organization. Krishna was confused. He was confused that he has been selected for the post of assistant engineer in a prestigious organization. I'm sorry, Mr. Seth. What did you say? Krishna said, fumbling with the telephone lead. You have been selected for the post of assistant engineer. I apologize that we misplaced your telephone number, but I am pleased to inform you that you have been selected for the job and we would be delighted to have you join our company as soon as possible, Mr. Seth said politely. Now Mr. Seth was again regaining all his own words that Krishna was selected for the job. Thank you, Mr. Seth. Thank you so much, sir. Krishna replied, I would be delighted to accept your job offer. Now he has also accepted his job offer. After he had hung up, Krishna's hugged Uncle Puneet in the excitement. He had misplaced my number, he explained. I thought that they didn't think I was good enough. Thank goodness that wasn't the case. Everyone at the post office congratulated him on his success. Krishna rushed home. He was congratulated for his selection. Dad, Dad, he shouted. Dad, I got the telephone call. His father hugged him. I knew you would. I never doubted it for a moment, he said, tears of pride shining in his eyes. Now his father was a proud father that his son has been selected in the government job. The following week, the Krishna left home and went to the Delhi to take up his new position. Next, he quickly moved through the ranks and within a few short years, he was a chief engineer. However, Krishna never forgot his roots. He made sure his family lacked nothing and he used his engineering skills to develop the infrastructure of his village also. Krishna was honored in his village when a new wing of secondary school was named after him. A school was named after Krishna's name, and he also developed some infrastructure in his own village. This is all about your chapter, and now question answers of this chapter will be given to you later. Thank you.
रुको मैं घुमा रही हूँ। रुको, छोड़ दो, आप हाथ हटाओ, सीधे खड़े हो।